Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for being here today in the meeting of Sanitary Landfill Expansion Project. Before we dive into the agenda, I would like to take a moment to introduce everyone around the table. Let's start with our team members, which is me, Anshafika Bidazan, as the head of project developer, and my assistant, Mia Amiruddin. And next, we have two persons as environmental consultants, which is Sangeeta, daughter of Panikiraji, and Ko Shirley. We also have Siti Rifaat, present to one of our stakeholders, and lastly, Nur Aisyah as NGO. We start the meeting with Mio to introduce our project.
Thank you, Anjabka. First of all, I will talk about objectives of sanitary landfill expansion. First of all, we first to evaluate the potential environment impact of the proposal landfill expansion. Second, to engage stakeholder and public participation. To engage stakeholder and facilitate public participation. Uh, Third, to ensure compliance with regulation and standards. To ensure compliance with applicable environment regulation, standard and permitting required. About the area, which is located in Bukit Takak in Zero Park, with the size of the landfill is 500 hectares, with the budget required a capital investment of RM 17 million ringgit. Important of sanitary landfill expansion, which is identifying and assessing environmental impact to EIA process to evaluate potential environment impact. Second, mitigation and management of impact through the EIA process. Mitigation measure the purpose to minimize the offset adverse environmental impact. Third, public engagement and stakeholder consultation. It provides opportunity for affected community, local residents, and interest. Next, the risk assessment and management, which is EIA, includes a thorough assessment of potential risks associated with the landfill expansion. And lastly, enhance project planning and decision making, which the finding and recommendation of the EIA provide critical information for project planning and decision making. That's all for me.
Okay, thank you, Mio. And then, Siti Rifaat is our stakeholder. Do you have any question?
Okay, so I have some concern about the project. So from what the project developer said that the overall budget is 70 million ringgit for 500 hectare of landfill expansion. My first question is about the overall budget that have been proposed. For the development of the landfill expansion, is the budget sufficient for the overall project agenda? And my next question is, if the progress of the development face a problem like needing more budget to be supplied, what would your side do to acquire more budget to make sure that the project runs smoothly? So I hope the developers side have the answer for this. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Siti Rifaat. So, as the head of development, I would first assess the project's budget and closely monitor progress. If more funds are needed, I would communicate transparently with other stakeholders, evaluate options to address the shortfall, and implement mitigation strategies such as renegotiating contracts or reallocating resources. Flexibility and proactive management are also a key to ensuring successful project completion within budget constraints. Uh, Nuraisha, do you have any question?
Hello, my name is Nuraisha. So here I have a few questions to ask about this project. The title is the landfill expansion, right? Okay, my first question is what are the potential environmental and health concern impact of the proposed development project and how you guys overcome this.
Hi, Aisha. I'd like to answer the question, the first question. So, for the environmental concern, our major environmental concern is basically the water contamination. So, nothing to worry because we have recruited the professionals to detect and prevent such environmental issues. They will be doing rigorous monitoring throughout the process to make sure that none of the water is contaminated and it is safe to consume. And for the second part of the question about health concern, we will be setting up a health monitoring for the people that living nearby the affected area to track any potential health or impacts linked to the landfill operations. And also, there will be a regular health checkup offered to the people. And also, we are recommending and advising people who with really heavy and serious health issues to wear mask. And yeah, that will be our solution and also the concern.
Okay, thank you for the answer. And my last question is, what is the strategies in place to minimize noise pollution and disruption to nearby residents during construction and operation of the project? And how will the concern of affected communities be addressed? That's my question.
Hi Aisha, my name is Koshali, so I would like to answer your questions. First of all, we will implement the policies and the regulations to protect the property values in the areas that near to the landfills. Like for example, maybe we can establish the buffer zones in order to ensure that the streets and adherence to the environment and health standards to minimize the negative impacts on the property values. But moreover, creating the buffer zones between the landfills and the surrounding communities by planting the tree and shrubs to absorb the sound wave and can help to solve the noise pollutions. So this natural barrier actually can help to reduce the transmissions of the noise from the landfill to the nearby residence areas. In addition, like vegetations within the buffer zone can absorb the dissipate sound wave, like particularly for the low frequency noise, effectively reducing and its intensity before the reaching the surroundings areas. Yes, that's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you for the answer.
So, is there any question? Okay. Yes, thank you all for your valuable insights and contributions today. We have made significant progress towards our goals, and I appreciate everyone's dedication and collaborations. Let's carry this momentum forward as we continue working together towards our objectives. If there are any follow-up actions or questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. Have a great day and thank you again for your time and commitment. Thank you.